The most useful techniques that I've used, any now is still using that technique. As long as you follow up with the sentences, you're learning how to speak without knowing. The story of us, 6 months together, we went from zero, from nothing, to be able to speak and read the English language. He now can read Vietnamese subtitles really well, so I would like to call him the one. Today's video, we're gonna share 6 months together learning a new language from zero. And what techniques have I used to instill all the lesson in him, and how to get him speak, and how to get him read, accustomed to using the language without hesitation. It was hard at first. You know, before we could do anything, we always thought that we couldn't do it, or we couldn't make it, and insecurity. It's very simple. We've made it. I've tried several different methods of teaching with different material. First one, games. I've used a lot of games to interact with the kids, and I've used a lot of vocabulary while teaching them. You know, most of them are nouns. The easiest way to teach a new language is like teaching them the noun. That builds up their confidence a lot. And also, you know, interactive game, just like calling out some names of the words they have heard from me. It will increase their confidence a lot, and it will get them speak pretty well, you know. And it was like a way much more aggressive kind of a student that made it hard for me to teach the other the second language. Yeah, a lot of turns, you know. Your turn and my turn and your turn. You got how many here?
I owed him up.
No, not like that. Here, you just roll this one. You count.
1, 2.
Okay, you pick 2.
No.
So like games, cross out the list. Second, songs and stories on YouTube. You know, I always say on this channel, like if you immerse yourself in the language long enough, you'll be able to use that language. And yeah, songs and stories are one of the biggest part of my teaching. The thing is, it's hard to choose the right songs and the right stories. Even I did so, the one didn't like songs and stories that much, since they're pretty hard, and he was not accustomed to listening to the second language that much. It seemed a little bit complicating when it comes to processing the stories for the brain. That one was like 6 when we started working on the English language. His Vietnamese was quite fully developed.
Ô, xoa, đầu, trừng, bé, bạn. Ô, xoa, đầu, trừng, bạn. Bé lắm ạ. Bờ, e, bê, sắc, bé. Đây chữ bờ, đây chữ e. Chứ bạn phải là an, an, bờ, an, ban, bạn lắm ạ. Ồ, đúng rồi. Trong lời ru mênh mang. Mênh mang. Không còn đọc nữa đâu.
He only liked listening to Vietnamese songs, and most of them are adult songs, which was pretty hard for me. So like songs and stories on YouTube, cross out of the list. We tried that for like 1 or 2 months, and then I stopped. His parents were really cooperative when it comes to teaching him. We do the task when we're together, and then we also do the task when that one is at home. They'll get him listen to the language. Whatever the material that I send them, they will turn that on. So like the third type of material that I came up with was stories and rhymes that are printed out so that I can read him almost every night we're together. It costs a lot of money, like just like a course you have to pay for every month, but it was worth it.
Here is a silky ba ba, and here is a white sheep ba ba. Here is a silky ba ba, and here is a slight sheep ba ba. But where is the green sheep?
It also took a lot of time searching for all these types of materials online. I found them and then I downloaded them onto my computer and I printed them out. It took 1 or 2 weeks, and then I even updated them every month. So like the one will not get bored hearing the same story over and over again. And here's one of those stories that we can read them on a daily basis. They're all on social media, especially YouTube. And also I went to several bookstores to find like bilingual books for that one, and also his parents did. The thing is that it's faster and easier for you to read the story when seeing the subtitles in English, and also you understand the meaning with the Vietnamese ones. But he's 6 now and then he's able to read the Vietnamese language.
Tóc đen như gỗ, đúng không mẹ? Muôn.
Đúng rồi, anh đọc đúng
đôi
không?
má ửng hồng như trái táo, nên hoàng hậu đặt tên cho con là Bạch Tuyết.
So his tendency is always keeping his eyes on the Vietnamese word. So it's hard for me and him to read the same story. So his brain has to process 2 languages at a time, which was really counterproductive when it comes to learning a new language. It's gonna take decades for your brain to process a second language if you still stick to your native one. So bilingual stories, bilingual books, cross out of the list. Finally, with some help from my old co-workers, I found some cool books and stories online from Pearson and Oxford, and here are some of them that I just found online, and also I found it in some bookstores. They're short and they're adequate enough for the one. They must have simple sentences that he can understand, and they must have a lot of pictures so the brain will not get bored. And those are all the types of materials that I've used within 6 months to teach that one second language, and it all worked out well. We set a target of learning the language in 1 or 2 years, the lowest targets as I could, until Brian is like 2 or 3. That one will be able to speak the second language too, since they experience the same environment. In 6 months he made progress. Let's move on to techniques that I've used to teach him. Some researchers said it would take like 500 to 600 hours of active listening to a language. You'll be able to speak that language. Listening without understanding is one of the first techniques that I've used, and it worked really well, and it all shows up in that one's pronunciation.
Rectangle. Rectangle.
This is a...
Rectangle.
No, this one.
Rectangle.
This one is a square.
Anh thật như ngu ngốc. Anh thật sự ngu ngốc như chị Năm. Ow.
2. Brain soak. You get the brain soaked in the language. Whatever the material is, they're all the songs that he liked.
How you like that? Yeah, like that. Da 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 da. Cause so what you mean? We don't from second line.
I just wanted to be rapport with the one, so that he would not feel really serious about learning. I use a lot of body language. The one will understand the basic concept of the situation and the words and everything I'm talking about. Avoid translating. The most useful techniques that I've used, and also the title of this video, is shadowing. For kids like Brian, shadowing is way much easier since like he doesn't judge when it comes to learning a new language. We found the gecko fallen on the floor. Brian found it and I saved it. Wanna see?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's a baby?
It's a baby. Brian, no. You don't touch that one. It's gonna bite. I'm just joking. It's gonna bite like this. No. You scared? Ouch.
Brian, it's a baby.
It's a baby. Say
Baby.
say baby.
A baby.
You did it. Ah, so fun. So fun.
Baby, so cute.
Yeah,
This
baby.
baby's so cute.
Baby gecko, which is his mother tongue and English. He would absorb anything just like a sponge. They like to interact with the people with the same age. Maybe it is a peer pressure or something. But like shadowing. Shadowing is like repeating without understanding. Annie now is still using that technique. Singing or reading stories without understanding.
The witch came to visit Rapunzel every day. Through a small window at the very top, so that the witch could climb up to the tower.
Just like follow up with the sentences, with the rhymes and the beats. It doesn't need to be perfect. Follow the flow. Delayed in 1 or 2 seconds or 3 seconds, it doesn't matter. As long as you follow up with the sentences, you're learning how to speak without knowing. Last but not least, to check out and to make sure that everything has been taught really well, use questioning. So like most of them are yes or no question or like choices, A or B or C. So like your brain does not have to think of anything fixed answers. Questionings are really important. If you're parents or if you're someone learning a new language, it's better for you sometime check out your understanding by questioning yourself and see how well you have understood that material. Well, that pretty short summary of 6 months together and how I instilled the lesson in that one. And I hope this video helps whether if you're someone who learning a new language, especially the English language, or if you're someone who's trying to teach your kid a second language, or even if you're a teacher trying to find a new way to get your students learn a new language without hesitation. This is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. It was stuck in the tape here, you know? Stuck in that tape and I saved it. Right? No. It's just a baby.
It's a baby.
Just like you are.
Just like you.
Say,
No.
baby.
No.
Where did you get her? Tell me more. Yeah? I like your hair.
I see its mom.
Yeah. Where is it, Mom?
And Daddy, I see it here.
When my hair is long, could you make like that for me? I like it.
Good now.
When my hair is long, you help me, huh? And I'm gonna look so cool. Let me see.
So funny.
No, something is so cool.
But the boy have a long hair.
Some boys.
But I'll see you so funny.
Oh. Ryan, say goodbye to it.